hot. Okay, we're back again
with another one.
Yeah, it's a little bit everything podcast.
Yes,
it's your boy to go get a Dre. Got my
Strosum, the the antagonist. We back, back in action.
Yeah,
Duce Dan in the building, man.
Benzito, Duce, all of that, man.
Back in the ALBOET headquarters.
You feel me?
Saying
we located. We in Miami. We talk spicy. We in Miami right now, man.
Talk about
Rolexes, chauffeurs, and low fades. Keep thinking how young you die from old age. They said Lil Wayne better than Drake.
Stop it, bro. Come on, don't do that.
They talking spicy.
You heard that fucking Cannon verse I gave you.
Nah, you did. I forgot about Cannon, but that's probably the only night. Like the rest of
no, there's a couple more.
That was fine.
That's just one that you just can't forget. Like Lil Wayne can't. Like,
you say that, and I say Tory better than Boogie. So
all right, see now you're wilding. We already had the verses in AC. Like
we did.
Isn't Tory canceled?
Who said that? Yo, listen, Tory.
Praise to the Most High.
We've been at the gas station all night.
Yo, free Tory.
He definitely did that for Dykeman.
Hey, yo, so
still waiting for that Spanish album, but
nah, that's a fact.
Gonna be fire.
He doing some R&B stuff or something, right?
Yeah,
Capsule.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to TL for taking that big L.
He ain't taking no L. He took a W.
Nah, he lost.
No, he didn't, man.
If he get knocked,
he had nothing for Skeezer.
Listen, man. Oh, what you have for shooters though? Timeless? That ain't work. You seen how hyped the whole crowd got?
That was nostalgia.
Boy, I took the house
song,
on the head,
song
bro.
actually was not better, but it was nostalgic. I felt it when it. You know what I'm saying? But you knew better not to play Diego, but nah.
Let me put it in context, right?
All right, if you say so.
When summer, I guess like end of summer, we did Atlantic City, right?
It was a vibe out there.
So it was supposed to be Puerto Rico, but Puerto Rico had a little bit more restrictions than we liked at the time.
They were stopping us at the border. They was like, no.
Yeah, they was doing a lot. And look, I understand you had to go get a COVID test. That was okay with us.
And I already had mine in the
But some of the B&Bs, they were like, yo, we're not taking nobody from the state. I'm like, ain't y'all U.S. territory? But
that's a fact.
They was at the time, they was fronting. But then I saw my mans out in Puerto Rico a couple weeks after that, and they were just, more of the stories, we went to Atlantic City, right? So shout out to the guys. You had the whole gang out there. Shout out to Chester. Shout out to Nick. Shout out to Shim. You know what I mean?
Young Cass.
Young Cass in the building. King. we had the engineer, the general out there.
Woo walking
with the pancakes
for 4 hours, bro.
Oh man, yo,
we ain't gonna talk about it though.
So we did a versus battle out there, right? So we had Stro had
Boogie.
He had A Boogie.
Na.
You feel me? And then we had Duce. He had Tory.
One umbrella, man.
Now here's what I'll say about the battle. Both of these guys capped because they left so much stuff on the
we played around in the beginning.
Yeah, we was.
I was just like,
was a throwaway.
4 songs was like, we ain't get into it until like the 5th song.
Yeah, but you can say that these guys are definitely, they're music fans. Whoever they picked, they knew their entire library because they both played songs. I was just like, never heard of this, never heard of this, but it was decent music. So we had fun. Apparently, I think the first round.
Tory took
Tory
it.
Won.
10,
First 10, Tory took.
First 2 rounds, Tory
and then
took it.
After that,
once we got to double digits, it was
landslide. But that's only because he wasn't.
I was playing some bullshit.
He was playing some weak stuff, but nevertheless, Atlantic City was definitely.
Shooters did catch me off guard.
Shooters.
I was holding shit.
Wait, hold on. Tell the truth. Is it time to tell the truth? Did Shim throw the lock? Because I knew when that song came out, Shim used to play that song every day.
Is the fact that I was about to play Shooters early in the verse. And I was like, nah.
You sit on it?
Yeah, I'm like, let me hold this because I know Stro gonna come with some shit.
Yeah.
And then when you threw Timeless, I'm like, Why not drop shooters? It's only right because I seen how hype it got. And I was
Yeah,
like,
you saw the room.
I said, yo, I'm gonna shake the room.
Yo, he stole the energy. This how you know it, because there was no biasness.
Yeah.
And this is one thing I look, because at the end of the day, we had Chester down. So Chester automatically is on some, not say he biased, but he's like, yeah, Stro playing the try. Yeah, I'm gonna race for my guy. As soon as shooters came, he's like, fuck. Oh. He's like, dub. So was like, yo, I don't care who I got in the car. He enjoy anything. We playing shooters. Yo, it was yo, Atlantic City was a vibe. Like, yo, if y'all haven't traveled with us, it's
a movie.
It's always a movie, man. Super movie. And this is my first time actually leaving town with Danny.
With Danny, yeah.
And this was,
if you had came to Miami, it would have been different.
Nah, if he would have came with y'all to Miami to G5. He would have came to G5.
Would have been P Valley.
It would have
been sweet. Nah, let me not even.
Hold on, let me hold on. Let me put this in context, right? So everybody can get the picture, right?
Yeah.
So shout out to Stro. We had no clue what P Valley was.
No, I watched the first 2 episodes before I came to AC.
You didn't even like it because
I seen that shit in the first 2 episodes.
It kind of threw you off a little bit.
Shout out to Uncle Cliff. Shout out to Lil Murder. Shout out to Mercedes. Shout out to Autumn.
To MI.
You feel me?
Shout
out to
Mississippi.
Right? Yo, so we binge watched that because there was a little storm out there.
Yeah.
So the last day, it's kind of like we somewhat lived a little P Valley, and
thanks.
It was just incredible. So I'm gonna let Danny tell his
my side?
His side of the story, because
when we went down by the valley, when the girls get
it got crazy out there, man.
Boy, it got hectic, boy. Alright, you want me to start from the boardwalk or
when did it start?
Alright, it basically started. Boom, we was on the boardwalk chilling, and then we met 2 strippers out there. So we like,
I don't think y'all knew they were strippers.
Nah, we didn't, but. We caught the gram. We caught the gram in the card, and we knew from then, like, yo, all right, they strippers.
All right.
So we was trying to get them back to the spot and whatever.
They hit you with the business card.
Yeah. Right.
We here to do business.
So it wasn't like a move because they ain't hit you back yet.
I'd have been here, boy.
That's a fact, boys. Don't talk to me about A right now. Right. So boom. So we do that. They ain't hit me back. So now I'm like, yo. There's a strip club that's 2 blocks away. Why not? We about to pull up.
That's at the tone.
Right?
That's at the tone.
So we all walk to this strip club. So you already knew it was going left because this nigga ain't had on slippers. Shim had on slippers.
Stro had on slippers too.
Stro had on slippers.
Yeah, we just came, because you know this, we came off the sand. You feel me? We went to Wet Willie's. Had the feel me?
Yeah, we did.
Or whatever. It was a vibe, so. I didn't know. We was just on random timing, actually.
Yeah, but not when we got to big exposure. So, boom. So we get in there. So me and Dre just like, yo, we gonna check the spot out. Me and Dre go across the street. So we go to the front of the spot. So he like, yo, you here for the bar or for the lounge? So me and Dre like, yo, we were here for the strip club. So he's like, yo, it's in the back. So while me and Dre walk into the back trying to find the strip club and shit, 2 Johns walk out.
Talk about it.
So now me and Dre's like, yo, these some hooker joints. So I'm like, yo, they come up, they like, yo, you want to party? So I'm like, what you talking about? She just like, oh, they work in the strip joint. So I'm like,
that wasn't scared though. Talking about you trying to party for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like people be talking about drugs, like they want to do coke or something like that.
Yeah,
or is it just me?
It's that, but it was the way they was dressed, bro. Where it was just like, it was believable.
Okay, so you know that.
It was like, and I'm gonna give it back to D, but pause.
Danny.
Yeah, Danny.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yo, we ran into the joints and immediately one of them was on Danny body, and the other one, she was more like business wise, but she's
Mercedes, buddy.
Yo, I don't know. Yeah, like if you watch P Valley, she's Mercedes.
The other joint, Autumn.
We having a conversation, and I'm just like, yo, we got gang.
No. You skipping the story, bro.
Listen, I was telling him like we was talking to them. No, I'm not. I was like,
my fault, boy. My fault.
I was telling him like we have gang like across the street. You know what I mean? Like we got everybody across the street. Like we trying to go back to the B&B. We could do something. You know, you could make more money at the B&B. You can make more money at the B&B, and I don't know how much closer you want me to get. It's not. Maybe it's not picking up or not.
That's
like
perfect, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Put your lips on the mic. Pause.
Y'all want me to get closer to the mic?
Yes, perfect. No homo.
It's mad.
You guys probably didn't hear that. That's the, you feel me, the boss Don.
Yo, shout out.
General.
Let's clap it up for the general. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yo, we really getting coached. This is professional. So,
Yikes.
nevertheless, right? So we had the guy. We was telling him like, yo, you can make more money
At the
at the
B&B.
B&B. But they're like, no, they're insisting the club. So we wound up going from where the strip club was back to get inside the building or something. We signed some kind of waiver, and Danny went first, right? So they kind of like leaving me, and I'm like, I kind of didn't want to go in there because I was like, I knew the setup as far as I just didn't want to get caught with my bread. But Danny was just like, over love. Yo, I remember this vividly. You walk in, you walk in straight, you make a left.
Nah, you make a
My
right.
guy was memorable.
You're right. You make a right.
You make a
You
right.
make another. Yes, it's straight rights.
Yeah.
Right.
3 rights and
another
you
right.
there.
And when I caught up, I saw the door where they went. I didn't know which door. I walk in the door and I see them in. Like I cracked the door.
Boy, hold up. That nigga Dre peeked the door, boy. Like, you know, like when you about to get cheeks and you got like a little brother son and he peeked in the door to see who in there.
Hey, what you doing?
Dre did that and Shorty opened the door like, come in. Dre was like, fuck. And I was like, yo. I was like, all right. And then they laid us down on some big couch bed shit.
Oh, man.
So now,
Cloud9 Jones?
yo, bro, listen. This is where it got hectic because Shorty that was on my body, she was like on my body actually.
Mm-hmm.
So Dre on the other joint. So there's like a little guy's gap between me and Dre while they laying on top of us.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
Shorty,
this body to body action at this point.
yeah,
Oh, damn.
listen, right? So
Oh, they was about they spread.
So the shorty that was on me was just telling me like how much it is. She's like, yo, it's such and such for her and her friend.
Mm-hmm.
So it made sense to me because I'm like, yo, it's me and Dre and whatever. So I'm like, all right, gang outside, so we gonna wait. Yo, when I tell you, I looked at this nigga Dre. I looked at him.
He was
Dre,
hypnotized?
bro. Dre was hypnotized. He didn't look at me one time. And then I said to Shorty, I said, yo, let me talk to my bro real quick. She's like, what is there to talk about? Just do it. So I'm like, nah. Listen, I gotta
She's
talk
like,
to
where
bro
the
first.
fun's at? Y'all got it?
Nah, yo. Here's what threw me off, right?
Came in there with the Versace
And I guess
shades.
this is where some kind of communication got lost. So like Danny, we laid out on whatever spread they got us on, right? So if you thought I was not hypnotized, I was trying to get out
He
of
lying.
whatever.
He lying.
Listen, she had the cakes. I don't know what it is.
Her shit beefy, bro.
Yo.
Copping hella pleads.
So here's why I snapped out.
He
of
not
this.
saying nothing though.
But here's where I snapped out of whatever spell. She started going over the prices in totality with me, right? So that's why I say, like, whoever Danny is, whoever girl Danny is with, she told him like the smallest package.
She said, "Was it for her and her friend?" She didn't
Yeah.
explain nothing else.
She said, look, everything starts, the biggest package is $2,000. So I was like, I came here to spend $300.
That's it.
So I was like, so once she said 2 bands, I said, all right. Then she started coming down with the numbers. So I was like, all right, let me check with my boy. So Danny looked at me and said, yo, what we doing? I said, we're leaving. My nigga, we're out. So we leave.
I'd rather choose money.
So we leave, and I don't know what spell they had Danny under, but Danny decided to
They
do it.
didn't have me on the spell, boy. Shorty cheeks was just.
So did you go back when we left?
I'm gonna tell you what happened. So when we got back to the B&B, and Shim was just like, they want to go. They want to see who's there.
Oh, you know Shem always with that.
Right? So I said, all right, I'm about to take a shower and we about to go back, right? I told Dre before I even left, I said, yo, boy, pull up with me, because if you don't, I'm going to do something retarded, right? I gave Dre the warning. Dre ain't say nothing.
So hold on. So at the end of the day, this is Dre's fault.
Yes. Because if Dre came with me.
You let your mans hanging.
Yes,
Your
bro.
own man's trying to crush you. That's a D'Angelo Russell. Nah, go ahead, though. My fault.
So, boy, right? So and Shim is just like, yo, what we doing, right? So I'm sitting on the kitchen counter for like 20 minutes, just like, yo, should we go back or what? So I'm like, yo, fuck it, we gonna go back. So I go in there, and Aunt is just like, I said, yo, how much is for me and gang? She like, a band. So I'm like, yo, I don't really want to spend a band. Like, this shit is crazy. So
it's crazy.
I'm just like, I'm like to Aunt Shim, like, yo, boy, I don't know what y'all want to do, but I'm going in there for 300. So I go in there, no phone, nothing. And Shorty's just like, yo, use the ATM. You can only take $200 out. I should have walked away, but me being dumb, I'm like, all right, whatever. I take money out the ATM, and we go to the back room. So now she just like, yo, it's an extra $400 to take care of security. So, you know, I'm just keep going with cash. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So Shorty's just like, Shorty like, oh, so
I see a baddie, I'm paying her rent.
Baddie, I'm
that's a
paying
fact.
her rent.
So boom, right?
And the security.
Fact, security got hit off with some change. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So they doing what they doing or whatever. And Shorty's just like, the Mercedes joint is just like, yo, you don't want to go to the bigger room?
Run up the price.
I'm like, yo, what's the price of the bigger room? So she just like, she tell me, so I'm like, yo, yeah, let's go to the bigger room. Fuck it.
Paradise.
So then
paradise
now
room.
it start getting spicy, right? Nah, that's not the paradise. Paradise is the bedroom shit.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Right? So now, in my head, I'm just like, I'm calculating all the bread I spent. But I didn't calculate the cash I spent on it. So I'm like, all right, whatever, cool. And then we in the bigger room. I get to lay down and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And shit started going. So I'm like, all right.
They hit 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 action.
Yeah, this was like a little bit of action, but it's action type thing, right? So Shorty, I'm in there for, I think, about an hour. And Shorty's just like, yo, you don't want to go to the bedroom. So I'm like, I thought we was going to the bedroom from the jump. She like, nah. It's a band for the bedroom. So now I'm sitting there. I was sitting there for like 10 minutes, like thinking like, yo, should I really just spend the bread or whatever?
Contemplating like.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm like, yo, let's go. Boom. So we go to the bedroom. Now she start getting wild. Shorty just like, yo, listen.
What, it's looking like a music video at this point?
Yeah. I look like I'm about to shoot some amateur porn type thing.
Yo, this guy.
So Shorty just like, yo, it's usually in this room, they tip for the room.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, how much is for the room? So she told me the price, and I'm like,
damn, you getting taxed at every corner.
listen, I didn't walked out that spot.
Yo, it's really Dre's fault, son.
It's Dre's fault. You see the story now.
Everything happens.
I blame Dre because I said, yo, boy, if you don't come, I'm gonna do something stupid. At least if Dre came, I'd have felt better about spending what I spent. But I'd still been tight when I walked out the spot. But so now we in the bedroom joint, and Shorty just like, you got a tip for the room to get taken care of. So I'm like, she tell me the price. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
So she lowered the price. So I'm like, all right, I'll do that. Fuck it. So we go. Mind you, it's like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning.
She gave you a little hanky-panky discount?
Yeah, she gave me a little rub and tug through the box.
So she didn't finish you off?
Nah, that was for the finish off was for the taking care of, which was the end of the bread joint.
Okay, got it.
So I go to the counter, you know, since people call me a scammer, I tried to crack a card.
I'd rather choose my...
My shit declined. So she just said, You could do it for less than what I said the second time. I do that, shit still ain't go through. So she's just like, yo, call your bank. So I'm like, what?
She's like, the phone dead.
So she like, yo, I call the bank for you. So boy, boom. I'm just like, she calls the shit. And the shit was just like, yo, we closed. So I said, all right, I'm out of here. I'm gone. Fuck it. I'm leaving whatever I got. And I walk out the spot and I'm sick now. So I'm walking back to the B&B.
Yeah.
I just see a white Beamer driving.
Oh yeah, because you had came with peoples, right? But then you
Yeah,
had
I came with Ant and shit, but I ain't see them when I dipped. So I'm like,
so you thought you was just dolo by
yeah.
yourself?
So I'm like, yo,
Oh man,
I come all the way to AC and I get my car booked.
stranded, no phone,
Boy, I'm like, yo, this is a bad night.
cards got shammed.
And I walk to the curb, and my shit pull over. So I'm like,
Who the hell's in my
yeah.
car?
And I see this nigga and shim in the car. I'm like, yo, I'm glad these niggas came because, boy, listen.
That walk would have been dreadful.
Boy, it was bad, son. I woke up the next morning like, I really wilded out.
Yo.
I see a baddie, I'm paying the rent. You pay a couple of months. I ain't gonna hold you.
And we woke
In
up.
Jersey, yeah.
We woke up the next morning and we watched the last episode of People.
That's a fact.
Watched the last episode of
And his
People.
exact detail that happened to him last night what the
happened.
next episode was.
Yeah, man.
That shit got me tight. But you know I'm definitely going back with it.
Nah, you know it's crazy. Shout out to the women hustlers though, because they was really on game with that.
She was, boy.
That's a boy. That was crazy.
Now I feel like a lot of women are like a lot of credit isn't given to women to how hard they actually work. Like if you actually take time to think about it though, like you know what I'm saying? Like how you feel about that?
Like the OnlyFans?
It could be OnlyFans, single parent homes.
OnlyFans is lit, boy.
It could be, you know, I just feel like I feel like you might have touched on it a lot actually, like saying that you feel like the real hustlers is really women.
Yeah. Nah, I truly believe that, you know, I think everybody universal, if you had a chance to grow with your mom, you notice it's a different energy with her as far as, you know, I guess they say men are supposed to provide.
Yeah.
But I feel like, especially in today's age, there's women who really just go hard to just make it happen. And that could go for women who have kids and women who don't have kids. Like I've seen, you know, I can only go for like the examples I've seen in my life. But even if I look at, you know, we live on this social media era of things where you see women, they starting businesses at a rapid race. Like if it's not a Slim T, it's a NutriBurst.
Yeah,
NutriBurst. You know what I mean? It's a jewelry.
It's the OnlyFans.
It's something going
it's
crazy.
Not that. If you want to go on the holy route, it's the church because they run the church realistically.
But like, but the crazy thing about it is, it's like they really grinding.
Yeah.
You know, I know women that are like making like an additional income from just something they're doing on the side. You feel me? And I feel like they're multi-talented stuff. And you know, sometimes I feel like in today's age, women do get the credit, but I feel like a lot of the discredit they get, I feel like a lot of it is sometimes self-inflicted. Sometimes they feel like the world is coming down on them or they're being judged.
True.
No, I love you. You know, I keep doing what you're doing. You know, because I want women to be.
Nah, I understand what you're saying.
It's funny because it's kind of like worldwide. If you think about it, like the most powerful piece in chess
It's the queen.
is the queen.
King ain't nothing.
But
up in there.
everybody really focus on the king. Like, yo, capture the king. But like the most dangerous piece on the board is really the queen.
And then you speak about that. It's like, even if you look at, if we playing chess, right?
Yeah.
So we playing chess. The queen is doing whatever she could do
to protect her
to
king.
protect it. So which is it's crazy that you even say it like that. So you know, toodles to the woman. You know, doing your thing.
Nigga said toodles.
Toodles, koodles, shoodles, noodle, the chopper go. Nah, you know, little freestyle.
So do say how you feel about that? Like how about
I'm not gonna lie, Drake threw me off with that last part, boy.
I did the twerk.
what the
Yeah,
toodles?
he said
The toodles?
I did the twerk.
what you said though?
Now, how you feel about like? Because I feel like us, I guess maybe we might be biased or sexist because we are men, but we actually appreciate a lot of the good things that women do. But then some women don't feel like they get enough. You know what I'm saying? Or they feel like they get like dumped on.
I say shout out to every girl that do OnlyFans, man. No, I'm not talking about OnlyFans that like you just show your body type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you get into a bag, why not? Like I really don't care what you do to get your money.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. What you gonna say?
So wait, so all right, so do you think it's like it's mostly like women clowning other women?
Yeah. I won't say really clowning, but it's like a sense of a little bit of jealousy or hate
Mm-hmm.
because certain women wouldn't do what other women do just to get a bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like they're doing whatever it takes.
Yeah, like it's like some women is either fight or flight type of situation.
You coming at
you feel me?
woman for being a hustler, for picking a bag or picking a route that she's choosing to hustle in.
Yeah.
Is that really hustling?
Yes. Because look,
Yeah, what's the definition of hustling?
If you look at every girl that do OnlyFans, right?
Mm-hmm.
She has to be somewhat comfortable of herself to do OnlyFans for people. Yes or no?
Nah, it's a fact.
Comfortably?
Yes. You have to be
Yes.
comfortable within yourself to be able to go out. Like let's even dial it back. We can
I think that's more of a morals.
Nah,
No,
it's
it's
not.
not even that. No, what I'm saying dial it back as in, let's dial it back to like women or girls that actually just do modeling.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because we can agree. No. Listen. This is what I mean. Like when I mean dial it
this
back, I'm
guy,
like just
son.
really dial it back. Like people that do portfolios and all that. Guys, we take a picture, we take 2 pics, and then we calm. We could. Oh yeah, that's a good pic. That's
Right.
it.
Every
We
other
know
pick-
for a fact that women will go through 10 pics before they choose their final one.
That's a
Because
fact.
I don't know if it's insecurities or whatever. So imagine ones that actually want to be like real models. Forget OnlyFans. They have to be comfortable within themselves to be able to take those 10, 30 pictures, right? That's just the self-confidence that they have to have it within themselves. Now take it to like the next level where Danny's taking it. Like it's a self-value thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're not devaluing themselves. They gotta have so much confidence within themselves to be able to be like, all right, I know what type of view people's gonna look at me with, but I'm so confident within myself that I'm gonna just give out this type of content.
Hey yo, that's cap. That's cap.
It's not, bro.
That's cap.
But what, why you think it's cat?
All right, look.
You think it's not self-confidence? All right, wait, let's pause. Wait, before you get to your bag.
I'm about to-
You about to get in.
If you take a bad picture, you gonna post it?
Nah,
Why not?
Why not?
nobody posted a bad.
Okay,
I do.
So then,
I do.
So then you have to.
That's just your vision of how you see it. It's not a bad picture to you.
All right, then I think that's all you really need.
Yeah, but
If you have confidence.
what does
in-
one have to do with?
That's a
All
lot.
right, let's cut to this because this was taking a picture of yourself and then me shoving a 10-inch joint in my woo-ha. This, like, let's cut it out. Like, I feel like it's an insult to people who are actually grinding. Like, you got women who actually doing stuff morally, but you devaluing. I feel like because at the end of the day, let's look at it like this: we know porn stars, right? So let's say Pinky, Cherokee, all of them.
Fire.
Jada Fire. See? Freaky boy. Right? So I think we all know them for
What they do?
what they do.
Yeah.
But do we respect them? Like when you say their name, do you put value on their name versus if I said someone like Beyonce
Michelle Obama.
or Michelle Obama? Like there's levels because, and I'm not. Let me put a disclaimer. Shout out to anybody who's doing whatever they got. Like I'm playing devil's advocate. Like you gonna get your bag, you gonna do OnlyFans. I may subscribe to yours once or twice. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But I'm playing devil's advocate. You know what I mean? Get your bag. But I'm just saying, do we value women who do stuff like that? Like they online. I want to say devaluing themselves, but using their bodies in a way. I guess you're benefiting off of like, your good looks or your likeliness, but you're just on, exposed. And I'm not looking at it as just for themselves, it's kind of like most of these women have kids. A lot of them are grinding because they got a legacy they're trying to leave. But like, are you just trying to leave a financial legacy, or because I feel like the imagery is whatever is online is online. Like I know for a fact, if you got stuff like that online, it's there forever, regardless if someone got to pay for it or not.
Yeah.
They got this thing on an iPhone. It's called screen record. Somebody can screen record and repost that, regardless of whatever legal troubles you could get in. That's not going to stop somebody from seeing what's going on. And a lot of times, these women aren't celebrities; they hood famous. Like, God forbid if you got something like a kid that's going to look at that. Your kid, it's like, yo, mom, you had the.
Yeah, your tata's out.
All right, see, hit.
But look though, that's sort of like
Just playing devil's advocate.
But you see how you say that though, it's a difference if that's not your only route, and then there's a difference if that's your only route, as in fight or flight type of thing. You feel me?
Nah, what do you mean? Like that's just
like boom.
just doing that for fun?
In a way, yes. Or you saying I want to see how much I can make off of it?
Word.
All right, boom. Not to double down what he's saying, because I feel like that might be an old stigma that I feel like is slowly going to die soon. Like, look at the first lady right now. Wasn't she on some? But I don't think your views of her. Do you feel like you look down on her?
Ooh, Michelle?
Nah, Melania, whatever.
Who is that?
Melania Trump.
The Trump girl? Nah.
Yeah. See, but she was in Playboy magazine or whatever magazine that was.
But that's just because I don't know her.
Okay, and
yeah, but I just don't know what she did.
And I flip it. I so let's name a Kardashian that we do know.
None of them is like they lit off of what they did.
Yeah, but
like
then now, do you feel like you look down on them?
Like, all right, let me put like
that's what I'm saying.
Let me say like this,
like even with your comment about it's the internet is gonna be there forever. Her tapes is gonna be out there forever too. But I mean, I'm not gonna say I've recently looked it up, but I'm pretty sure like if I want to go find that video, it's gonna be difficult.
No, what?
For me,
that's on X videos.
I don't know.
How you know?
I'm just saying it's there. I'm saying it's there.
It's funny. Okay, you can say that, but I'm not checking for it.
I'm not checking for it neither. But I'm saying it's there. But
there's a whole new content out that I'll probably look before I even go back and look at that.
I'm not saying to exclude them, but there ain't that many Kardashians out there or people who's leveling up like that. Mm-hmm. Like they hitting the billion. They almost at the billions now. Mm-hmm. Regular John up the street ain't hitting that. Mm-hmm. Everybody in the hood knows she doing what she doing though. Mm-hmm. So it's like you getting your little bag, which is cool, but like, is your image worth that? Especially if you're not spending it. Like a lot of people, they're not flipping that little what they call it, clout. They're not flipping that clout.
Not flipping that clout.
They're just shoving more.
Yo, this guy.
I'm just saying like I feel like toys.
I feel like it's a process though.
I don't judge though. I feel like again, I'm playing devil's advocate.
Cause here's the thing though. Cause I feel like at the same time, I feel like at the same time, a lot of them are flipping it. We just don't know in what ways. Cause at the same time, your views is on it for the right now. I feel like the people that have flipped it, they had the pass. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What's that Rihanna song? Like I would never use the past to judge you, whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I think that might have been her last song, whatever. But like, I feel like
I did it on my own time.
Yeah. So I feel like at the same time, that conception of people is gonna slowly die. Like right now with our class, it just look like that. But we don't know how much people we actually cross path and they had a wicked background. Like we don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
That's I feel like a lot of women hustlers.
That's a fact.
A lot of women hustlers really be grinding. Like,
yeah.
What's wrong with you, son?
Nah, it's a fact. He's not.
No, I never said that he's lying. But it's what you just did.
Because I look at my engine because we run across some crazy scenarios. So that's like,
because like realistically, let's have a real talk. If you, I don't know, fetishize of a porn star, or whatever. I don't know. Let's pick one, Cakey, or whatever. Cakey, and she long retired. And then she comes across and you see her, you feel me, she doing her little thing, her Fashion Nova ads and all that. You would have an issue speaking to her? Even though
If I knew she was.
yeah.
Wait,
And
speaking to her as in what?
like if you see her, or she stepped to you, or you're in Starbucks and something casually happened, like an incident happened, and you just a random conversation started to spark up, you would feel a kind of way to like even speak to her and like find interest.
Just have a regular conversation, or no, you mean find interest, like potentially date this person?
Yeah.
If I knew she was doing that,
No, but this is her.
Years later?
Yeah, because look, we don't know the last time she actually
nah, I
made
know,
a shoot.
but hear what you hear.
It's probably.
Watch the. I'll tell you how my mind work. Right now, Grant, I'm not against dating.
Here's the thing though, because a lot of them do get married and all.
No,
that.
you're right. Absolutely, a lot of them are in relationships and they talk about their boyfriends and stuff, which is interesting to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm curious to how the dynamic of that relationship actually works out. But if I know she was doing that, like if I'm a fan, if I was a fan, so if I saw this girl in a Starbucks and she used to do that kind of stuff, right? I would like, if I had a conversation, I had a conversation, but like it's not going past a slap. That's just for her. Now, granted, if I met a random John and she has a similar background, just may not have the clout.
But you didn't know
Yeah, but like if I visually seen,
her videos.
yeah, like it's just like, yo,
So you couldn't do what Kanye had did, basically.
Nah.
I wouldn't. But Yeezy's Yeezy.
It was a Chris Humphries before Yeezy.
Before the shot, hand shirt. After the shot, Yeezy. Like I don't know. Like that's. But I don't judge people who date people who had like bad past. Like, because at the end of the day, everybody got a past before you meet them. It's just like if I knew this girl in high school, if I knew she was a get down, right? I like that, the get down. If I knew she was like that, and let's say I met her 10 years later, I would have a hard time looking past what I know. Like it would take me some time. I would say it'll never happen, but if I know that distraction.
You been showing that shit for about 5 minutes right now.
I ain't seen nothing. Yo, send me that. Like the page, not the picture. The page.
Put it in a
Put it in
group
the
chat.
group chat.
Put it in a group chat. I can show it to him.
Yeah. Like if I know she was like that, then I see her down the road. Like it may take me some time to get past that. But like if I meet like a brand new girl, I don't know her past. Like I don't know her past, so I don't know you. It's easier for me to move forward.
But then she reveals to you on a third date. That's how she used to get down. OnlyFans was lit. For me, she used to charge $25 just to sign up, and then each video was an extra $15.
You know what I asked her?
What's up?
What's the So how are you benefiting off of that now?
I'm making $10K a month.
All right, so we valid. You said that's what you used to do.
Yeah.
Like I didn't see nothing.
Okay.
Like I'm just saying. Like for me, is imagery. Like
Okay.
if I seen. Like if I seen it, I seen it. So it's like I'm not like you feel me? Like if I didn't see it, it's like it's hearsay. That's just me. You know what I mean? Danny, talk to me. Like, what's up?
How would you feel, Danny?
Porn store, hood John. Not with it, boy. At all.
Not with it?
Listen, bro.
He said porn store.
Nah, for real. Cause look, boom. Alright, say you
I respect the hustle.
I do. I never knock nobody hustle and how to get money, but at the same time, if like I'm gonna have something intimate with you, and we like really trying to build some shit, it's like
Yeah, be intimate.
yeah, it's like fucking guy. It's like how let's say if I was to get a porn star, right, and I used to, beat off the videos and all that. Here this guy go. Right, boom. And then all of a sudden she just like, yo, I want to get back into porn stars. Like, would you be comfortable enough to really allow her to do what you really want to do? You feel me? But some hood joint is like, I could cuff it, but after I see that video, it's clip. Because if you out here come guzzling like 30 guys, it's like, boy, I'm good off of that.
Sweat. Feel me?
You hot, boy? Take that shit over there, man.
Hot and bothered.
Just cut your shit.
I see where you guys are coming from, and I totally understand, because it's certain things. It's pretty much just like in relationships. Like it's certain things that could be done in relationships where once you do this, it's gonna be hard for me to like continue and just overlook and just overpass. But I feel like a lot of that had to do with to like us with being like us being a man and being in our person and being in like in our path. So it's like how you feel like you growing up from I guess adolescence, 16, 17 to be where you're at now, to further pursue yourself, your personal goals, to be like more of a man and more secure within yourself. Like how much of that you think is like
important?
Yeah.
Like you mean like
As in like where do you see yourself? Because I understand like the reason why like you don't want to associate with yourself with those kind of things, because basically where you want to go at the same time, because you want to build,
right?
And you feel like because where that person has, you feel like you as a person and on your path, you feel like it's certain things you just cannot overlook. Not to shame them or bash them, because you appreciate their hustle and you actually big up their grind. But for you, you're just on a whole different path to be on your own person and being a man on your own. So how much of that you taking into account?
Well, I to be honest, a lot of them is hustlers, and like in my mind, especially if we talking about building,
yeah.
Shout out to the generals. We gotta get him a mic because he want to talk so bad.
Yo.
But like if they talking about building, like I'm into how you think right now, right? That's why I said like that's when you said, you know, she said, "Oh, I had this pass." I said, "How did you flip that then?" Because if that's what you were doing back then, which is whatever, right? How are you reaping from the benefits of you doing that? Because I feel like you going off the deep end for some money. So if you just going off the deep end for some money, how are you actually, you know, seeing the residuals of that? So like, I don't mind having that conversation with someone like that because it's over love. Yo, these guys is crazy, man. I don't mind dealing with like, especially someone who's a go-getter.
Nailtician.
Yeah, like even that.
Nailtician, you know what I'm saying? It's a hustle.
It's a hustle. Like she could have a background. Like she got a past. Everybody got a past. My only thing is like if I know about your past because I knew you, I'd have a hard time overlooking what I know. But if I don't know you and I meet and you was doing whatever, that's your business. Like I don't care about like whatever from me forward is lit. Like it's lit. Especially if you got that mindset that you wanna, you know, be productive, and that's what I'm about, man. Production. You feel me?
All right, I want to throw a curveball. So, you saying that because you have your past, and then everyone know we in the tri-state area in New York. What if you take her, and she had a little buzz, but it's more like a local buzz. But then you.
What do you mean bug?
Buzz.
Oh, I just said bug.
Nah. But then say you move to like a random Oklahoma, Alabama, and then you meet her out there. Brand new system, brand new ecosystem, different tip. But then you knew what she used to do a couple years ago. But then now you both in a new environment. You got a new job. You basically moved to Alabama because of job relocation. She came out there because she wanted to revamp. Would you still have an issue then?
And I knew her previously.
You knew of her.
I knew of her
previously.
again. Like,
but now you know what the environment. Because I feel like a lot of that is because
of what someone else might say.
Yeah, you might have said because like, oh, you were her because you in the same neighborhood, you're in the same environment. But now everything is brand new. Only thing that's consistent is you know yourself and you knew her past. But everything you're around is brand new and no one knows who she is. It wasn't lit out there in Alabama. Her reach wasn't that big to even reach Alabama.
I think the environment would make the process easier, right? But I would, even if she had a pass before, like if I knew we was in the same town, I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. It's going to take a lot more for me. I might be able to see it clearer in an environment like that because we don't have to look at the bullshit no more. So if you got a clear path, you can start fresh. You making moves. It may be easier for me to get to know you and look past some of the things because I don't really got to think about it. Versus if you in the town and we all know the same people, and I know you used to do that little thing in the club type thing. But that's a good point that you made. I wouldn't outrule it. Just it'd be easier for me to digest the pill of the imagery, the imagery in my head.
How you feel about Duce?
Yo, this guy kills.
All right, let me.
I go.
Can I tell the truth though? Let me tell you the truth.
Throw me Zamino and I'm good.
Saying?
Yeah,
I actually myself, I don't really care about none of that.
heard you.
I don't care about none of that. You want to know why?
Wow.
All right. I'm gonna just ask you a question and I'm gonna tell you.
Sure don't care if they cheat.
Nah, it's not even that. All right, boom.
You're wildin'.
You have parents.
Mm-hmm.
How often do your parents engage with like outside of people? How often?
What do you mean?
Like how often? Just anything. How often do they engage with the outside world? Is it just
Not that
A
often.
lot.
a lot? What do you mean by a lot? Like he casually just want to go
Well, he's a photographer, so
besides work wise. Does he want to go out and hang out with other people? Does he want to go out with his boys?
the boys here and there.
The reason why I say I don't care, because ultimately, at the end, as we grow older, we're all gonna basically eventually play the house. Whether you're a gardener, whether you just do a little construction, as we get older, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be less of the squad
Gonna be quarantine.
and more about exactly, but quarantine in real life. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I think that's ultimately what it is for me. Like if I have this bond with someone, then it's just gonna be that bond. After a while, guys, like the squad is gonna understand that, like, yo, it's just me and Bay right now. Feel me? I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. But on a regular, it's just gonna be me and her. So I feel like if I vibe with such and such, all that other stuff is just like I don't really care. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Yeah.
Stro is a wild boy.
Y'all don't understand that?
I know. I understand what you're saying.
Nah,
I get what you're saying.
Because see, the thing is that we're younger now. We're gonna be seeing each other a lot more. But then 30 years from now, who are you gonna be? You're not linking with me every day.
But it depends on your friends though, or who you cool with.
All right, and that's what I'm saying. You have parents. I have parents. We all have parents.
They're not linking with their homies.
They're not linking with. They may
But
one
that's
or
a
two.
whole different generation though.
That doesn't mean nothing.
It mean a
I
lot.
feel like their generation might have been more lit. We have the internet. We can
We
socialize.
used to not seeing each other and stuff. like
Yeah,
that.
we can socialize through internet. They socialize, used to going to church, having cookouts, backyard fetes, and all that. You know what I'm saying? As they get older, at a certain time, you know what I'm saying? Life happens. You know, certain friendships
Yeah.
fall off. Certain, you know what I'm saying? Certain people move. At the end of the day, it's you and that person. I feel like if you're always concerned of then I don't know. It's gonna be a sticky situation for you. That's just my thing. I don't. Maybe I don't really care what people think. Maybe
Yeah,
that's just
cool.
where I'm at.
I like that.
I like that, Stro.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I could go to the Bermuda Triangle right now and not care about anything else.
All right, you pushing it now, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I could. That just did.
It's just a tease. Right?
This guy's a clown.
Yo, shout out to Stro.
This guy's a
My
clown.
guy, son. I respect it because I know what he's saying. I don't disagree
Yeah.
at all. Again, it just for me it takes time.
Nah,
I'm willing to have a conversation, but I'm not like I'm thinking about. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about it. Whatever I saw.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. There's people, and let's be clear. There's people that's going through the mud,
All right, boom, hold
getting
on.
done dirt, and then it's just not being televised.
I'm gonna give it one
It's
example.
not being televised. So now we just gonna discount her for being
All
experienced,
right, watch this.
and it's being televised.
Watch this.
So, all right, so wait, now wait. Yeah, you can say that, but I'm just saying, like, yo, if I get turned off because I met a girl and then we linking for the first time, and then she hitting me with moves that I never seen before, if
Oh, it's lit.
that turns me off, something's wrong with me. Because
Okay.
I didn't teach her these moves. Who taught her these moves?
All right,
Whoa,
look.
whoa, whoa. All right.
She's wilding on me, and I feel like, yo, I'm being put in my place right now. So now I'm not gonna, because when we was at Starbucks, it was a good conversation. We was chilling. It was a vibe, and then I just took her home, and like,
Yo, all right. Yo, this nigga is a freak, boy.
you good? You know what I'm saying?
This nigga's a freak, boy. He said Starbucks. He said coffee. He ain't even get a Red Lobster. He said, I'm gonna get some coffee.
I'm just saying.
Then
if
she
it-
said,
I'm just saying. If
hey.
and you know, this is for the views and joke. But I'm saying this didn't happen in real life. But I'm saying if a scenario like that happens in real life, and then I decide to like dub her the next week,
It's like you
because of
thinking
that,
all the negatives to like, well, how does she know this
like,
versus
yo,
damn, she
I had
just put
a
it on
good
me.
time, and now she's out of sight. I'm just straight thing about negative energy, like negative things, I think that's kind of crazy.
Danny, what's up, son? What's up, son?
You still dogging it out though. So why not?
What are you doing? It's for you now.
Oh, you talking about if it's for ganging? I mean,
No, it's for you. You did your work and you got it for yourself, and then you realize all the behind the back spin move, crossover, all that
from
for
some
you
next
now.
nigga.
All that is for you now. You're gonna start moving different.
Nah.
And I find out she used to.
But
do
that's
some
what I'm
wild shit.
saying.
Wait,
You're
come
gonna
on,
question
shut up,
yourself.
Drake.
You're gonna question yourself though, aren't you?
I mean,
not?
I'll question it. Like,
You're gonna be like, yo, who taught you to Gluck 3000? Like, I mean, we had a crazy topic today, but I think it was productive at the end of the day, right? Like,
Nah, it was
it's very
Stro is a different guy. He's a freak, boy. I had one more thing I wanted to say, but I'm not even gonna I'm gonna save it.
nah, throw it in there, boy.
You sure you're shot though? Like, you don't fuck it. So,
go for it, yeah.
So I'm not gonna say this person's name. I'm just gonna throw the scenario, right? So we all went to the same high school.
Mm-hmm.
So senior year, there was a video surfaced of somebody doing whatever she was doing, or
Yeah.
after seeing that, and you came across that person later on in life,
Yeah.
would you entertain it?
If I was into that person, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the tapes was fire. I'ma say the tapes was fire.
All right, we out.
The tapes wasn't fire?
Yeah, we logging off this time.
Guy,
The tape was valid, but it's crazy.
Do you say you don't think the tapes is fire?
it was, but
But then now you worrying about little hack and sack from
somebody gonna
ninth
say?
grade to come up to be like, oh, Danny, you with
All right.
I'm not gonna care. But I know the person.
I guess what you're trying to say is that we care too much what people think.
Nah, I
yeah,
don't.
not even that. Yeah, that too. But it's like if you see her, well, I guess the question is if you see this such person, are you gonna clown her for it?
Nah, never. I'm gonna be like, yo, your tape
Because that was an intimate thing between her and whatever, and then that person was just a douchebag, scumbag, and he leaked the tape.
If you leak any tape, you a sucker, king sucker. Man.
Exactly. So it's not like she was getting funds for it. So boom, now the scenario looks different now. I guess OnlyFans they getting funds for it, but this person
It's intentional.
this one, yeah, but then at the end of the day, I don't put too much emphasis on it. Whether I see it now, see it later, see it for funds, money to me I don't put value on money. That's my thing.
Okay.
So like we see, and that's not the only tapes I've seen though.
We are
You seen more tapes?
Stro is.
No, I'm saying not from. I'm saying in life, like from different people.
Nah,
Well,
I
I've seen
understand.
plenty of
Yeah, we
tapes.
seen Mad Wild tapes.
Yeah.
Moral of the story is Stro's a nut ass freak boy.
What?
I think Stro is taking down whatever. He don't care what it was before, which I don't blame him. You know what I mean? My thing is, I would slap, but in order for me to take it serious, I'd have to do some digging in my own soul and my own insecurities about entertaining this person. That's just my own opinion.
We vibe.
Nevertheless,
I don't vibe with everyone. Just disclaimer. Don't think I don't want all the freak ball just to swing my way.
we know the
There's a certain temperature with me.
He said no.
They'll say there's always a certain temperature. There's a room temperature that you gotta reach with me.
Yo, pause, boy. Yo,
that's crazy.
listen, this is a little bit everything podcast. It's your boy to go get a Dre. Follow us on Instagram, Dre_crown.
Strosum STRSUM.
Yeah. We got my boy Duce.
Benzito_. I mean, boy,
Biggs.
I forgot my
Yeah,
name, boy.
That's Benzito_Biggs.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. We sounding out. Little bit everything podcast. Later, yo.